accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior.
And I'm Donna Koehler, and I most definitely have accepted and will keep Jesus, the Lord, in my soul and as my Savior.
I am Mark Koehler. I do believe and have accepted Yeshua as my Lord and Savior.
And we're getting baptized today.
I always knew that I needed Jesus in my life. Jesus has always been there, but he's always been back here, constantly turning my back on him, but he's standing there tapping his foot waiting. And just recently, within the last month or two, some events happened in my life as far as addictions and whatnot. And after each night of partying, the next day there would just be an empty hole in my soul, and because I was powerless, completely powerless. And then March 9th was the last night, and March 10th was the very last time that I hung my head in shame. So I finally surrendered, and from that point on, I see myself in a dark pit, and Jesus holding his hand, grabbing me and pulling me out. And I don't know why I waited so long, don't know why it had to come to that point, but
In God's time.
yeah, it was God's time. Where's Jesus in your life?
I know he's there, and I do want him in the worst way. I want to be so like him. And I think about it every single day, how I want to be like him. Well, I started coming to Harvest Time because a friend of mine from high school came here, and she invited me to Bible study and then to go to church with her, so I did that a few times. When I did come here a few times, it was like I was always thinking about, I'd love my parents to come, but I knew my dad was so headstrong in the Catholic religion that we were raised in, that he would never make it. And I was like always thinking in the background, well, maybe Mom will sneak off and go to church with us sometimes, but that didn't happen. And then our father passed away, so then after that happened, I then convinced my mom to start checking this church out, and you might like it. And I myself look forward to every Sunday coming to, church and hearing the word and Bible study. For me, it's like a reset. I try to start out the week and keep God in mind and keep God in my heart and try to treat others the way, Jesus would treat them. But there's so many different obstacles that you have to deal with during the work week. So it's like, for me on Sunday, it's a reset. It's like, okay, let's try to get back on path and go forward, and I just feel like it's another step that I need to take to get closer to him.
Yeah, I turned Catholic before Donna and I got married, and got baptized because I'm feeling, it's all one God. Two of my good friends were also Catholic, and they also believed in Mary. I mean, yes, Mary is the Mother of God, Jesus, but to them, they also felt they needed to venerate Mary. And
It's the Catholic way that
Yeah.
Mary is a redemptrix.
yeah,
She's redeemed just like Jesus, but
It's not so.
she's just as dead in the ground as anybody else. Jesus is the only one that you can go to, the only one.
right. But with my two friends, they had so much, they felt the Spirit of Jesus come into them. And I could see it through their actions, the way they handled themselves. When their husbands died at different times, yes, it was sad for them, but they also felt calm about it because they knew their husbands would be going up to heaven. Well, I envied that. I envied that part of having that Spirit of the Lord inside, and I never felt that. As time went on, going to church and everything, it was repetitious. I wasn't feeling anything. And I know Karie wanted me to come here, and I said, no, I don't know if I should, if Dad would go for that. So life turned around on December 24th. That's when he passed away in the emergency room in the hospital. And I was just numb. And I went to church, but I just sat there. Nothing was happening. Listening to the father, to the priest do his homily, there was nothing inside of me.
There's no spirit in
No
that.
spirit, no nothing. And so then the following week, Karie invited me to come here in the Bible study. And the first song that they sang before the Bible study began, those words just pierced my soul. I know Jesus is talking to me, and I know Jesus cares for us, and he is now a spirit in my soul.